Ooh, this looks pretty cool to travel through. If I hit this button, I should fly to the top of our elevator. Oh my goodness. I am an engineer. My brain has 4 wrinkles. Let's go. Let's go. I'm flying. Flying machine success, boys. This is how you make a freaking elevator that flies through your pagoda. Oops, my macro's on. Rainbow's gonna report me being a cheater. Oh, I'm breaking my elevator! I'm pissed! I'm pissed! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for another mythical moment of Hyme. And today we're going to be going over to the Japanese district and we're going to be working on some transportation for our main base. I'm going to need some sweet tunes here just for some extra motivation. In case I get discouraged, because I'm going to be making an elevator today and it's going to be multi-level all through this pagoda, all the way down to the parkour course that we're creating. And let's get up to the top floor here. This is where I'm gonna have the elevator actually end. And so what we want to do is I'm making a 3x3 elevator. So it's perfectly centered and cut out here, a 3x3 square. And that's what the elevator will fill when it comes up here to the top. My dog's a little upset. Are you neglected because I just leave you here to phase into the wall and stare at the books? Yeah, look, you're suffocating in the walls. Alright, well, basically what we're going to want to do for our elevator to work properly and go back down to the starting level that we make it on, we'll have a button on one of the corners of our 3x3 square. That's going to trigger the mechanism that'll send our elevator down to the bottom. So, sticky piston into an observer that is all running into this redstone line with 3 centered with our square and then 1 lower below the observer. And that, when we make our elevator, should allow it to go all the way back down to the bottom. And so, guys, what do I not need because I'm making an elevator? Rockets. Why would I need rockets, guys, if I'm literally going to have an elevator to help me travel between the floors? That's right. I'm committing to the bit. We are not leaving this hole until the elevator is made and I can escape. So, elevator is going to go through every single one of these layers. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be grand. It's going to be big. It's going to be incredible. This is Hyme. We are at the bottom of where we're going to be making our beautiful elevator traverse upwards. Instead of having it be a 3x3 square, which is what we have at the top, which will actually stop the elevator, we're going to have 1 extra block long, so that way we can have a row of observers that will help it travel to the top. And we want to make sure that we have a tunnel dug out so the elevator will not touch any of the sides going upwards, glitch out, and break or anything like that. So right over here we have our button. It's leading to a redstone line using glass going all the way down, powering 3 observers going through the middle of our platform. That's going to be the elevator, and then 3 lines of obsidian here, which will stop the elevator and hold it in place at the bottom. We're going to be placing a Z centered on our observers, and then the end is going to be on the obsidian, and then it's going to just go up and have its other peak right there. So let's put a temporary block here, a regular piston facing downwards. Snag that, and then we're going to place an observer on top of it, leading into the honey. Alright, it's pointing upwards into the honey, and that's going to receive input signals and whatever. I honestly don't know anything about redstone, so I just know this is what will make it work, so this is what we're going to do. Next, we want a sticky piston facing downwards into this honey, so let's put a temporary block. Perfect, and then we're going to build a nice little cascading array of slime on top of it. So we're going to go 3 high and then 3 over. Alright, and then This is what it should look like so far, and then we're gonna put another sticky piston facing upwards on top of this honey into the bottom of the slime, just like that. Perfect, and then this is gonna complete the rectangle of our elevator, and now all we need is the observers along this fourth side here, and it'll actually be able to fly and go up and down. So let's get an observer facing downwards real quick. I'm gonna go put a temporary block. Okay, we got our temporary block. Let's get an observer, a sticky piston, and then we need an observer that is facing inwards towards the slime. So we're gonna go around over here and clip this corner, and yep, it's pointing into the slime there. So we have our first flying machine all set up, and it would be functioning if we hit the button, but we're gonna make our other two flying machines real quick. Then we'll be all prepared and ready to go. Okay. Alright, so for the next flying machine that we're gonna make, we have to do the exact same process, but instead of having a Z out of honey, we're gonna start with slime. The honey and the slime have to be alternating and never touching, or the flying machine's gonna break and stick to itself. So there we go, we've got that all in place, and then let's put a temporary block, piston, and then get our observer facing up into the slime. Perfect, it's facing upwards. Now let's get a sticky piston. Not like that. Alright, let's go and put a sticky piston on top of our slime. Let's get our row of honey going. So we're just gonna copy the 3x3 array of slime, but with honey this time. Let's go and put a sticky piston facing downwards into the slime. And that should complete our second row for our flying machine here. Now we just need to put more observers. Okay, observer facing down, a sticky piston, and then an observer facing over here. Alright guys, now we just have one more array. Sticky piston, observer, and now guys, we got to go back with the original Z of honey here. Temporary block with a piston, let's break it. Let's put an observer facing upwards. Perfect. Now we need a sticky piston on top of the honey. A line of slime this time. If this doesn't work, guys, I'm gonna crash out, so. Oh man. One more sticky piston facing down. And theoretically, guys, we should have a flying elevator right now. So, let me make the floating platform that we're gonna traverse on. That will be at our ground level here. So for our floor, I'm thinking of doing really creepy cave ambient noises are happening right now. Okay. It's eerie. That's not a good sign of what's to come probably for the elevator. Oh dear. Alright, well, corner it off with these beauties. Up the middle with some dark deep slate. And now guys, if I hit this button, oh no, I should break the temp blocks. If I hit this button, I should fly to the top of our elevator. Oh my goodness, I am an engineer. My brain has 4 wrinkles. Let's go. Let's go, I'm flying. Flying machine success, boys. This is how you make a freaking elevator that flies through your pagoda. Well done. Well done. What was that? Like sub 6 minutes? This has to be a world record. Oh my. 4th time's the charm, baby. I've re-recorded this video on several different days, but now, finally, I can fly through my base, knowing that I've conquered redstone. Look guys, we're about to get up to the floating Jeb floor. See how beautiful this looks, flying through it. I don't have to press a single key now, and I can traverse through my whole base to any floor I want to. This is incredible. AFK traveling system. Now we can go down to the parkour pagoda without an elytra. I don't need rockets anymore. Creeper farm's broken anyways, right? So who needs rockets? But will the elevator stop at the top floor? That is the question. To be or not to be. We've successfully made it through the chest room. Will it get stopped by the flowers? Nope, it fit with the observers there. We dug out an extra layer all the way up to the top. The top's the only one that's a 3x3. 2 out of 5 layers, baby. Moment of truth, we're almost there. Oh yes, this is huge. This is anti-poverty, boys. Imagine flying through your anti-poverty room that is full of armor sets and diamonds on your flying machine elevator. That is prosperous Minecraft. And then now, will we stop at the top floor? I did it, boys. Successful Minecraft elevator. Will this send us back down? You know what, guys? Like and subscribe. This was a successful day in Hyme. Look at this, we got an elevator and we've got music to share. Yeah, prosperity is all that I care. Let's go. I'm gonna make it to the top. Yeah, Hyme's growth just ain't never gonna stop. What? So the starting level for the elevator is at level 7, okay? Bro, this is over 100 block elevator. Didn't I say level 7?
Yeah.
I'm already at 123. I'm not even near the top. Holy crap. How many blocks total is it gonna be? Are we gonna reach 200? I don't think so, but I think we're gonna reach like 170, probably. Oops, my macro's on. Rainbow's gonna report me being a cheater. Oh, I'm breaking my elevator! I'm pissed! I'm pissed! No! 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 No, I have to redo everything! This can't be real. This can't be real. Bro, my macro. Bro, I can't. Bro, I can't handle this. I can't. I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack. Oh my god, bro.
Macro?
I have a macro and I just broke my elevator with my macro. Now I have to rebuild the whole. Holy shit. Is this real? Is there a way to reset this shit? I'm breaking my whole elevator.
Good news, I'm sure you know how to make it.